Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So, before I get into the main subject matter, on my other YouTube channel, Larry Graves Canadian Studmuffin, I'm doing the final review of the George Harrison discography, reviewing and ranking all of his albums. So, please check that out. It should be posted soon. And on this channel, I posted a couple of recent Paul McCartney related videos, and they've done really well for views. Uh, the one, Paul McCartney in the 80s, Pipes of Peace or Pipes of Crap, has almost 2,000 views. And the other one, I Finally Love This Paul McCartney Album, has 3,619 views. So thanks to all, watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. And as you can see here on this channel, as some of you might remember, I was demonetized December 15th on this channel for you, and it had to do, I was posting a lot of YouTube shorts, music related, under 1 minute. And as I've said before, I would upload a video and it would usually pass the YouTube policy, so I would think it would be okay. And once in a blue moon, it might be blocked and, it'd say no, and so I wouldn't bother. But I thought it was okay to post under a minute music videos, right? But I was wrong. My mistake. But, and it's such a great way to promote the music I love, right? I would even get comments like, I'm going to check out this band, or I'm going to buy this album or whatever, right? But that's, I get, I keep saying, I apologize, but I understand copyright, and you just got to play by the rules, even though sometimes the rules suck. So as you can see here, I can reapply. At the very bottom, it says, and I've already taken all of the music shorts off. Everything I think is good to go. Got no copyright issues. Edit your channel and reapply. Review our feedback, then make changes to your channel. Changes can include editing or deleting videos and updating video details. You can reapply starting March 15th. So that's in 4 days. And I was asking Chat GPT, showing them my stats and all that, and Chat GPT thinks it's all good to go. And I've had this YouTube channel for over 20 years now, and that's a good thing. I just said again. That's one thing. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I notice with other YouTube channels, not everybody, but some YouTube channels, they have little things they say, like they maybe or whatever. My problem is, and I noticed it in a recent video, I usually don't watch my videos back, believe it or not, but I did watch one while I was having my dinner, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I was saying, like every 30 seconds, So I apologize. And yeah, so 4 more days and I will reapply. And ChatGPT said it shouldn't take too long, maybe 24 hours, 48 hours, up to 2 weeks, but that's kind of rare. And, see right there. Wow. I'm going to slap myself every time I say those two words. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know. Okay, so let's get on to the main subject. Like I said, I posted a couple of Paul McCartney videos recently, and when videos do better than average, you're going to get outside people coming to your channel that don't know you, and so you're going to get a few more, not always, but a few more negative comments, right? So I'll show you this. And this isn't really a negative, well, it's a negative comment on Paul McCartney, not on my video. So this is William Dirks. Any person named William Dirks, I don't know. I don't know about you, but it's it gives me a negative feeling. Well, there's that William Dirks guy. 5805. So he wrote, and this is about Paul McCartney's Pipes of Peace. Pieces of crap. McCartney never did anything afterwards that matched what he did with the Beatles. He apparently wasn't enough of a musician to realize who his best partners were, and deprived the world of a lot of great music by not working with the Beatles. Well, he couldn't work with the Beatles. He wanted to, but John Lennon quit the Beatles. He was the first one. Right? And even in their final albums, he was writing utter crap. I agree. Maxwell's Silver Hammer and Obladi Oblada are two of the most irritatingly trite songs on the planet. And that's fine. I understand, even big Beatles fans some of them don't like those two songs, but I love them. But it's just his overall, what he's saying about Paul McCartney, right? So I wrote back, that's a strange take considering McCartney wrote and sang some of the Beatles' most beloved late songs, Hey Jude, Let It Be, Blackbird, Get Back, and Lady Madonna. And after the band, he still wrote classics like Maybe I'm Amazed, Band on the Run, and Live and Let Die, and then, a lot of great later songs. You might not like a couple songs, but that hardly means he stopped writing great music. And then William Dirks, 5805, came back. I didn't say all his songs were crap. Some obviously were great, but some of them were among the Beatles' worst, and afterwards never up to the standards of the Beatles. I do disagree with that. So I just replied, you are wrong. But wait, it continues. I never hear Maxwell's Silver Hammer again. It'll be too soon. Trite, irritating crap. The other Beatles thought so too. That is true. I think maybe the song, but I think it was because Paul kept having them go over the song, the way Paul is. He's a perfectionist, and they all got tired of it, right? And Obladi, so I said that's one song. Obladi is two. Band on the Run is a whole album. Trite, empty music from someone who could have done so much more. That's when you kind of throw your arms up in the air and say, forget it. But then he comments there, his final comment so far, hopefully his last. And I'm keeping this, I don't always block people. They are entitled to an opinion as long as they're respectful enough, right? It's just he's not being very respectful of Paul McCartney, but that's his opinion. And he says, but never mind, listen to whatever you want. And I replied back, thanks for letting me listen to whatever I want. I really appreciate it. Bye. And my bye kind of meant I'm done. And if he had continued, I might have to, block him at some point. But, like I said, it's his opinion. But imagine, he seems to overall like the Beatles and maybe even Paul McCartney, but everything after the Beatles that Paul McCartney did is trite and crap, even Band on the Run. One of the things that's always kind of bothered me about talking about music is when people argue, because I don't like to argue about music. It's pointless. Everybody has their own opinion. But, I guess I'm kind of arguing with this person, right? Because I think I'm right and they're wrong. Yeah, so that's it. Just sharing this comment and letting you know of the update of monetizing this channel again. It's been a long 3 months, and I did suffer. And that's it. I just wanted to show you that one comment that kind of went on and on. I wasn't going to talk about it, but when I saw him write, listen to whatever you want, I wanted to do this kind of lighthearted video. And so I hope you check out my review of George Harrison's Brainwashed on my other channel today. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below, and unless you're William Dirks 5805. And like the video or dislike it. Make sure you're subscribed. Bye.